What up, guys? This is Casey is Raw again, and this is Video Game Hunting, episode 42, part 1. It's an early start for me today. Usually I do getting a little closer to 1, but usually I do 2, 3 o'clock, I'll go do something. Excuse me. I got up at 11 and play a round of you asshole. He sees me coming through and he's giving me I'm the asshole. I had 3 cars to pass and he saw me, what an asshole. But, so I played an hour plus of Fortnite, but I'm not going to have as long as I want to be out, because, one, there's not a lot to go out there anyways. I don't feel like going all the way to Pryor, Oklahoma. At least today, but I do want to go hit up this one vendor I found last week that I did a quick short on because he had a good section. But I believe I've seen this guy before because some of the stuff looks familiar. But, I want to try to see if there's anything out there. And then, I hadn't hit up a couple of the vintage stocks. I could hit up 2 of the vintage stocks coming towards my, nephew's birthday party. I was like, I want to go to the party, but I also want to go hit these spots. So I was like, you know what? I'll just take my own car there. So that was the plan, Jack. Oh gosh, my knees. I tell you one thing, my legs have been hurting me a lot more often. Especially when I'm at work, a lot of times I'll use my kneeling pad. Because a lot of times, if it's for a minute, fine, I'll do without it. But when I'm doing a ton of work on my knees, then I got my kneeling pad. Excuse me. It's almost like where my joints hurt when we're going from, I wouldn't say from summer to fall, but I guess you could say that. But more to fall, going further into fall, my joints really hurt, especially my knees and my lower back. I mean, my back was previously injured all the way back in the year, I believe 2002. And I didn't really get over it until well, no, I guess it was, 2002 is when I got over it, pretty much over it. I think it was just after I graduated, maybe 2000, late 2000. I got in an accident that caused, actually I had several accidents, but, it's the rear ends that got me. The first accident and the 5th accident really fucked me up. where I was starting to, like, I was starting to do better from the first one. Actually, I believe my first accident I ever had was a neighbor from my old neighborhood. And the person didn't bother to come by and ask how I was doing after finding out I was hurt. It was like a month later. It was like because it was starting to hurt when I was working with my dad. And it was just like, I felt like I needed to lay across some chairs because of how much my back was in pain. I was like, what could have caused this? And they're like, yeah, if you had an accident, not immediately gonna hurt. It's gonna take a little time before it's gonna develop. And it was like a month later. But I was starting to get better a little bit. Then the fifth accident hurt me again. That took like 2 years to fully recover. Luckily, I didn't have to do like surgery, but I had to do like shots in the back. I think they gave me like some kind of steroid shot in the spine, and it worked for a while to the point where, like, I felt normal again. And then I was stupid. I was young and dumb, and someone at my trade school needed to push on their vehicle, and so I was like, hey, I feel fine, sure, why not? Like the next day or so, I was hurt, and then I got it again, and it didn't last that long as well. And my doctor was, I had a torn disc in one of my lower discs in my spine. And one of the things the person said we could do this surgery, they put a needle into the disc, they feed wire around it and warm it up, and then they pull it out. But there's also potential for a real bad problem. Like, if, let's say that needle goes into that disc and it breaks, you're fucked. You're gonna be in worse shape. So, luckily, I think it was like 6 months of therapy. I finally was able. I was so hurt. I was walking with 2 canes. Really. And then it was to the point I had 1 cane. But yeah, I was hurt, bro. I forgot about I had 2 canes at one point. I like how when my late wife, she was hurt, I believe she was in a lot more pain than I was. I can only imagine to a certain point how much she was in pain because how much I was. I mean, still, I get like soreness in the area, especially if I overdid something or the weather changes and hurts my back. luckily I'm smarter nowadays. Not that I'm not gonna chance it. Like if it's something that I feel like, plus I use my legs more, and I got like leg muscles. I actually got some leg muscles. Like I flex it, it's like a stone. But yeah, I eventually said, I told her, man, you should use canes because the only way I could feel like I can walk around is with canes. God, I totally forgot about those times. You just had to think about it, just bringing it back up. Because all that, I mean, I moved on. It was like half my life ago when all that shit happened to me. So, and then afterwards, I was able to move on, have a normal life after that. It sucked because I still try to do things like I was hanging out with my friends and stuff. And a lot of times I'll be like laying on my best friend's bed. I'd be like, I can't do much. Like I'll play basketball, but then I'll be like, I'm done. Do I want to go hit that store? If I do, I can come back this direction. I definitely want to hit up the ghetto flea market. The ghetto. But yeah. I'm getting some crap in my throat. I was thinking of wearing a shirt with freaking pockets. I could put the camera out. The fuck is going on here, bro? I guess this person just broke it to the left, to the right of me. I thought I just pissed someone off. I was like, what the fuck did I do? I mean, I got in the left lane. I'm definitely in the ghetto area. Even though there's a really cool city art in here, they're trying to cover up. They're like, oh, look at this nice looking city art we got here. You're like, oh, we're not looking that horrible. And you get past it. Literally, you go past it, it's horrible. Luckily, I'm big enough that no one wants to fuck with me, Still, it sucks. This flea market to the right of me is not there no more because that was a pretty good flea market. It wasn't great. Here's what's the kicker. When people are walking around outside, they're right beside with someone else, then they're wearing a goddamn mask. I'm like, I can understand if you're in like the flea market and you don't want to expose yourself to the coronavirus. Interesting. We got this Metro flea market. Oops. I guess I could try to hit this one. I hadn't been in this one. I can go in and out. If it's open, it might not be. Because the windows are boarded closed. Yeah, it looks like it's not open. We are in the Gitu. They're just using the parking lot just to park the vehicle to go to the bigger flea market. A freaking pot store called Nirvana. God, I got so much crap in my throat. Probably should have took like a allergy med before I left. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, it's Zigitu. Zigitu. I'll park right here. Probably not the best spot, but whatever. Right here. So, I'll see you guys in a little bit.